עלינו ועל כל ישראל
כל העולם כולו כשצמא מאוד, כשצמא מאוד, כשצמא מאוד, כל העולם כולו כשצמא מאוד, והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל. The whole entire world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. The whole entire world is a very narrow bridge, a very narrow bridge. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear at all. But the main thing to recall is to have no fear at all. כל העולם כולו כשצמא מאוד, כשצמא מאוד, כשצמא מאוד. כל העולם כולו כשצמא מאוד, כשצמא מאוד. והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל.
with my drum in hand. I'll play you some tribal rhythms if you'll dance with me, my friend. We'll dance right in the moonlight, we'll dance right in the sand. Beneath these golden mountain tops, we'll dance right to the end. And we will hold our hand while we stroll. For you I give my heart, for you I give my soul. The miracle of you is the miracle of me. For you I give my everything.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Let's turn to page 10 in our Siddur with words of welcome. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good, how beautiful it is for brothers and sisters to dwell with one another.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Mic is, oh, there it is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad.
It's always wonderful to be together and to celebrate Shabbat with one another. It's especially wonderful and special when we get to celebrate with she says no, with a bat mitzvah and her family. And so I'm going to invite Charlie and her mom Danielle and her grandma Sue to come on up and help us to kindle our Shabbat lights. You'll find the blessings on page 2 and 3. I invite everybody who's comfortable doing so to please rise.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. And keep going. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
You may be seated. Turn to pages 20 and 21. As is our custom, we take a moment to reflect on the week that has passed, to go back to last Shabbat, to take a pause just for a moment on each day, on its challenges and its blessings. And then we'll come back together for Lecha Dodi on pages 20 and 21. Hazarat HaShavua, Shavua review of the week. Breath. Lecha Dodi, we'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we get to verse 9, we'll face the doors from which we entered to welcome the Shabbat presence and the Nishama Yatera, the extra soulfulness that travels with us during Shabbat, into our hearts and into the congregation. For those of you at home who turn toward the doors of your home to welcome the Shabbat.
Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Lekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Lekabela, Shamor v'zachor v'limur echad, לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל לקראת שבת תלכו ונלכה, כי מקום הברכה מראש מקדם לסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל.
Verse 5.
התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורי רומי אורי, אורי אורי, שדברי, עלייך נגלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל.
If you're comfortable doing so, please rise and face the doors.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת תקבל.
Continue on page 26 with Chatzi Kaddish, and Charlie will lead us.
Amen. בית ישראל, בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך. יתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקדושה בריחו לעילם עם כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירם בעלמא ואמרו
We continue with Baruch Hu on page 28. So I'm just going to read Baruch Hu, and then Baruch, right? 1, 2, 3.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvara, Baruch Adonai Hamvara Leolam Va'ed. Praise Adonai to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai to whom praise is due now and forever.
Oh, am I awake? Am I aware? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Do you understand? Oh, am I awake? Am I prepared? Yalla die die die, 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 yalla die die die. Baruch hu et Adonai. Yada die die die, 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 yada die die die.
Last three lines in the Hebrew on page 30, El Chai V'Kayam.
El Chai V'Kayam, Tamidim L'Chaleinu L'Olam Va'en, Baruch Atah Adonai, Hamariv, Haravi.
Amen. We continue with Shema Yisrael, page 34 and 35.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. O hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Elohim mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha, v'dibartam bam, v'shivtecha b'beitecha, u'v'lechtecha v'derech, u'shofbecha ותרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohim, amen.
So we turn now in our books to page 40 for Mi Chamocha, for our song of freedom.
So the words to at least the beginning part are really easy. If you don't know them, it goes like this. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Okay, you got that? Everybody ready? I want to hear your voices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh. Dorate ilon, o seifele. Dorate ilon, o seifele. Adonai imlo leolam va'ed. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Malchutecha rauvanecha, bokei hayam libnei Moshe uMiriam. Say li anu ve'amaru, say li anu ve'amaru. Adonai lo leolam va'ed. La la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. V'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad chazak mimenu baruch atah Adonai gal Yisrael.
Amen. We continue with Hashkivenu, page 42, and it's on your song sheet as well with the English text that we'll be singing. It's probably the easiest place to follow along. And we're going to shelter each other under the shelter. There are talitot on the inside places here on the row, and you can hold them up over loved ones who are around, particularly kids. So if there are kids in your aisle, there are some extras also around. You can as we ask God to shelter us under a shelter, a sukkah shalom, we shelter each other as well under a shelter of peace.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamitenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Adonai, amen now. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. Amen. Bottom of the page. Baruch atah, atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'kol aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Amen.
You can put your tali tote down. We continue with Vishamru 44. Give thanks for the blessing and the gift of Shabbat.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam brit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam brit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai. Et ha-shamayim et ha'aretz, uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam brit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat.
We're going to continue on page 46 with our Amidah. I'm going to invite everybody who's comfortably able to do so to please rise, and invite Charlie to come lead us. sifatai tita, ufia kitehilateha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. El Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'meviyu Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo V'Ahavah, Melech Ozer Hoshia U'Magin. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Page 50. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol Atah, Rabbe Hoshia, Morid Atah, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechaye Hakol Berachamim, Tomech Noflim V'Rofeh Holy, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Mihamoha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memid, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah Bayot Hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh Hakol. Page 52. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shemo.
Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen.
Please continue silently with the text of your own heart or the words of the prayer book through page 62, 63. When you're through, you may be seated.
Bottom of page 62. Oh, say shalom bimroma, say shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Oh, say shalom bimroma, say shalom aleinu, ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Join me. עושה שלום במרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל. עושה שלום במרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו
Now I feel like it's Shabbat. Little singing, little prayer, being together. I've also been looking at pictures. It's the first camper Shabbat at Camp Newman, I think. Do you have both kids up there right now? Yeah. I have 2 kids up there right now, so, or 1 kid and an adult. I don't know, but okay. And Paul has one up there. So it's the first camper Shabbat up at camp. And so I'm going to talk a little bit. This week's Torah portion is this portion called Shlach Lecha. And the spies, or scouts, however you want to translate that, are sent by Moses into the land. And the land is flowing with milk and honey and giant fruit, and it actually says in Numbers 13, it says they reached the Wadi Eshkol, where they cut down a branch with a singular cluster of grapes. It had to be borne on a carrying frame by 2 of them, meaning the cluster of grapes was so big they had to carry it like on big pieces of wood that were there. And actually, in Israel, the symbol of the Ministry of Tourism is 2 people carrying a huge bundle of grapes, right? That's what comes from this week's Torah portion. And the Israelites are sent, these 12 spies, to scout out the Holy Land. And 2 of the spies bring a positive report. That's Joshua and Caleb. They say the land is very, very good, and they bring proof of the land's fertility, this cluster of grapes and pomegranates and figs. 2 of them, 10 of the spies bring a negative report. There are giants in the land, they say. We appear like grasshoppers in their eyes, and so we appear in our own eyes as well. 2 of the spies say, go forward. The land has been promised to us, and we can conquer it. 10 of the spies say, no, let's go backwards. It's time to turn around and return to Egypt. This is the same mindset that was spoken about that last week, where they spoke with longing and nostalgia of the flesh pots in Egypt, right? That they should go back, that they, after these years, after this time of coming to the land, that they're starting to be nostalgic. The journey's been hard, right? And they want to go. Some want to go back. Should the Israelites go forward, or should they go backward? Will they be governed by faith or by fear? The people listen to the 10 negative rather than the 2 positive reports, and they decide, no way, no how, we're not going. And their punishment will be 40 years of wandering in the wilderness, right? None of the people of that generation, except for Caleb and Joshua, the two scouts that come back with positive reports, they will be the only 2 who get to enter the land. A whole generation dies off. Should we move forward, or should we move backward? Moving forward is always scary. We do not know if we'll be successful or not. Turning around and moving backwards is sometimes more reassuring. We know what's there. But life is not lived in the past. Life is building a future through our present actions. Way back in Bereshit, in Genesis, Abraham was told, go forward, lech lecha, to a land that that God will show him. It was scary, but Abraham moved from his birthplace to a strange land. In Exodus, Moses is told to leave the comfort of his family to confront Pharaoh. It was scary, but Moses becomes the leader of a nation. Do we look forward or do we look backward, to the past or to the future? Certainly, we must learn from the past. The past tells us where we came from, but the future we build is where we're going. It's scary to leave home. It's scary in all the phases of our life. Right? I look out, there are some little ones here. It's scary to go your first day to preschool, right? Or elementary school, or middle school, or junior or high school. It's scary to go off to college. It's scary to get a first job, right? It's scary to start anything new. Scary to move to a new city, to begin a new relationship, to become a parent. The story of the 12 scouts teaches us a really valuable lesson about life, that 10 of the spies sought to return to the past. Only 2 sought to move forward into the future. Of course, it was scary, because moving forward is sometimes scary, because we don't know what it is. But part of our job is to move forward, to work past our fears, and to move forward with faith that as we build a future, we can build a life of meaning and of purpose. And we too can, as God says to Abraham, lech lecha, right? We can go forth, and we can be a blessing. Shabbat shalom. I'm going to turn to page 253 as we turn our thoughts to all of those in our lives and in our community who are in need of healing of body, of mind, of spirit. Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
We ask for blessings upon Rebecca Gilman, Hannah Fields Austin, Sue Tobak, Rosin Lefkowitz, Helen Weinfeld, Pam Poliakoff, Kathy Blumenfeld, Caitlin Antrim, Jennifer Rudin, Brad Holland, Serena Postal, Robert Strober, Marilyn Lubarski, Joan Morse, Nomi Kravitz, Craig Sachs, Mara White, Lori Snyder, Cherry DeRazaday, Mike Klein, Barbara Fast, Joel Beasy, Gloria Foster, Rita Warshaw, Robert Gerard, Adele Harris, Brenda Found Gerard, Jan Marcus, Marla Fregosa, Al Shapiro, Jeff Nelson, Oran Resnick, Gina Eli, Robert Waldman, Barry Gustafaro, Judith Gratz DeLange, Eva Laxon, Alda Mendoza, Mitch Samuelson, Sharna Blitz, Eli Wakefield, Rob Scher, Audrey Kubel, Deborah DeLange, James Stead, Rita Elias, Benjamin Jones, Stephen Gilbert, Sharon Zaki, Nell Barr, and
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
This is a Shabbat of blessing the new month, which is coming up. So if you turn to page 261 in your book, we'll start in the middle of the page with the English and then continue with the Hebrew at the bottom of the page. Our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us goodness and blessing. May we have long life, peace, prosperity, a life exalted by love of Torah and reverence for the divine, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled for good.
Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, Yiyeh B'yom Shlishi.
The new month of Tammuz begins on Tuesday. And now I'd like to invite Neil Gerard to share a few announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. On behalf of your Board of Trustees, I bring you greetings. Pleased to see you all here, whether in person or to our friends and congregants online. Thank you to Rabbi Kupitz and Cantor Paul Bush for leading our service tonight, and to Dr. Polivoy for adding his beautiful music to enhance our experience. Thanks also to Claudia Gonzalez, who handles our technology and keeps us online. Congratulations, Charlie, on your bat mitzvah, and to your family, and thank you for being our teacher tonight. We thank our Oneg hosts and hostesses who have provided us food, mentioning many of them, but including Jenna Haber. Our greeters tonight outside were Kylie Sykes and Joan Gerard. Our lobby greeters were Heidi Howard and Judy Rose. Following tonight's service, we gather in the social hall for Kiddush, Motzi, refreshments, and conversation. Please take this opportunity to meet someone new and continue to help build our warm and friendly Jewish community. As you know, we have a very busy and engaged community. We mail you every week an update in Tekiah. We have a monthly magazine mailed to you in the Kehillah, and our website and Facebook page all have information. A couple of specific announcements. For the congregants, you have received your pledge packets for next year. Please take the time to return them, digging deep and generously, as we need to count the numbers and know who's coming back and know how much money we have. On Sunday, June 24th, we celebrate Crown of a Good Name as we honor Saturday. That's right, it is Saturday. Thank you, Joan. Saturday, June 24th, we celebrate Crown of the Good Name as we honor the Sopkins, Steve and Ellen, honoring them with our highest honor, Crown of a Good Name. Join us in the social hall at 3 p.m. And also a reminder, our next blood drive will be here on July 5th. And if you can, give the gift of life. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So we're going to turn to our alternative Aleinu, which you'll find on your song sheet. And then I will ask, after the English part, I'm going to invite any kids under the age of bar and bat mitzvah, that includes Charlie, because, today, to join me in front of the ark as well for the end of Aleinu, for the Hebrew part. But I'll ask everybody who's able to rise for the English as well, and then we'll open the ark for the Hebrew at the end and invite the kids to come forward.
It's up to us to call ourselves to task, to sing what's good and true, to bring about redemption. It's what we were free to do. For what's the point of being here if we're not moved to change our ways? Aleinu lishabeach, it's time to live our praise. We are carrying the stories of the ones who came before. What stories will be told of us when we are here no more? We commit ourselves to action. It brings meaning to our days. Aleinu lishabeach, it's time to live our praise. It's up to us to own the vision. We are an answer to a call. It's up to us to live the words we speak for the benefit of all. It's up to us to bow down deeply. There's a broken world to raise. Aleinu lishabeach, it's time to live our praise. Aleinu lishabeach, it's time to live our praise.
Invite all the kids to come forward. Come on up. Come on up. Elliot, come on. Come on up. Come on up. You're going to help us open the ark. And then we continue with Va'anachnu, bottom of that page.
Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Ve'ne'emar ve'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad Ushemo echad.
Please be seated. Page 294. We take a moment to remember those who have been important to us and have left this earth, those who have died in recent days or at this time in years past. We remember the recent deaths of Van Jacobs, cousin of Bernie Karmatz, of Lawson Spicer, husband of Marla. We remember the Yortzites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Molly Levitt, Morris Kampf, Patricia Mielmer, Jim Morst, Larry Frank, Eva Gould, Joseph Green, Judy Heisen, Florence Rosen, Aaron Salzman, Sandy DeSatnik, Alan Gershman, Lisa Hirschfelder, Morris Lenz, Hans Levy, I. John Movich, Ruth Thompson, Esther Abrams, Max Adjimi, Evelyn Benson, Joseph Bogg, Norman Brenzel, Alan Davis, Isidore Ort, Harry Rose, Murray Sachs, William Bill Elhai, Alan Getty, Camille Audrey Mann, Stacy Davis, Eric Fishbein, Angelina Flowers, Dave Cantor, Paula Klein, Bertha Lubarski, and Chris Silverman. If you're remembering somebody on the Shabbat, would like to add their name to those that I've mentioned, you can do so as I come by your row. For those of you online, you can place a name in the chat. If you're in a time of mourning or observing a yort site on the Shabbat, I invite you to please rise. And I invite the rest of the congregation, if it's your custom, to rise and embrace in support of those who mourn. Again, Kaddish is on page 294. Yitgadal of Yitgadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yalma divrach Yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh. V'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei decho Beit Yisrael. V'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shmei dukudusha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Damiram bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Zichronam livracha. May their memories always be for a blessing. And we'll conclude with Oseh Shalom. 294, last lines.
Oseh Shalom. Imromav. Oseh Shalom. Bimromav. Huyaseh, huyaseh, huyaseh shalom. Huyaseh, huyaseh, huyaseh shalom. Huyaseh, huyaseh, huyaseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who brings peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down, peace down. May the one who brings peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Huyaseh, huyaseh, huyaseh shalom. Huyaseh, huyaseh, huyaseh shalom. Huyaseh, huyaseh, huyaseh shalom. Aleinu.
Mazel tov again to Charlie and her family on her becoming bat mitzvah on this Shabbat. Shabbat shalom to all of you. For those of you online, thanks for being with us. For those of you in the sanctuary, let's join in the social hall for Kiddush Motzi refreshments. Shabbat shalom.